A grim discovery in the search for Brian Laundrie.
Investigators found what appears to be human remains.
After weeks of searching, 34 times from Parkland mass murderer Nicholas Cruz.
How do you wish to plead?
Guilty.
Now his death penalty case heads to sentencing. And a stand-up comedy controversy has Netflix employees walking out on the job. These stories and more coming up on Newsbreak.
Good morning, South Florida. I'm Danelle Dukin.
And I'm Zitlali Solate. Today is Thursday, October 21st, 2021.
From the South Florida Media Network's Biscayne-based studios in North Miami, this is SFMN Newsbreak.
The accused Parkland shooter has pleaded guilty to 17 charges of first-degree murder and 17 counts of attempted murder. After more than 3 years since the horrific attack, Nicholas Cruz makes a statement in court.
Parents of the victims aren't satisfied with what they say are empty words. Nicholas Cruz, the gunman who carried out the massacre at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High back in 2018, pled guilty in a Fort Lauderdale courtroom.
To count 1 of the indictment, murder in the first degree of victim Luke Hoyer. How do you wish to plead?
Guilty.
And this went on as Cruz pleaded guilty to all the 34 charges that were read to him. 17 counts of murder and 17 counts of attempted murder.
Count 13, murder in the first degree of Meadow Pollock. How do you wish to plead?
Guilty.
In court, Cruz claimed that he was experiencing anxiety, but he was able to proceed.
After going over and understanding all of your rights, and that you are knowingly, voluntarily, and intelligently waiving each and every one of the rights that I went over with you today.
Cruz faces a minimum of life imprisonment and a maximum of the death penalty. After pleading guilty, he apologized to the families and the victims during a brief speech.
I am very sorry for what I did, and I have to live with it every day. And that if I were to get a second chance, I will do everything in my power to try to help others.
Parent of a student killed in the Parkland shooting also reacting to this apology.
Well, quite frankly, it's absolutely ridiculous. If he wanted to apologize, he shouldn't have murdered Gina and the other 16 people that day. He's clearly a very dangerous man.
Cruz was then placed in handcuffs, fingerprinted, and escorted from the courtroom. Jury selection in the penalty phase is scheduled for January 4th. Even though there is no trial, there will be jurors for Cruz's sentencing. This is required by Florida law for all death penalty cases.
Human remains have been found in the hunt for Brian Laundrie after authorities have spent weeks searching for him in Southwest Florida. The network's Valeria Venturini has more on this story.
Yes, Sanal, FBI confirms human remains have been found in the wilderness of Southwest Florida's Carlton Reserve, along with items belonging to Laundrie.
It's like
a dark turn in the search for Brian Laundrie, the missing fiancé of homicide victim Gabby Petito.
Investigators found what appears to be human remains.
Sarasota County medical examiner and a cadaver dog were called to a trail that Laundrie frequented in the wilderness of the Carlton Reserve in South Florida, where authorities found several items belonging to him.
You call out cadaver dogs when you have something specific that you need them to focus on. You don't turn a cadaver dog loose on a long trail or in a field. You put them in a specific area where you're expecting to find decomposing human remains.
The FBI confirming in a tweet their evidence response team is processing the scene and items of interest belonging to Laundrie, including a backpack and notebook.
These items were found in an area that up until recently have been underwater.
A source close to the investigation says it may take some time to officially identify their remains based on their condition.
That really raises the question that if indeed this is Brian Laundrie and if he died by his own hand, did he take the time to write out a note of explanation, maybe even regret, something that would give answers not only to the police but to Gabby's family?
The attorney for the Laundrie family says Brian Laundrie's parents helped law enforcement with the search at the reserve, and they were there when the human remains were found. In the control center, Valeria Venturini, South Florida Media Network.
The CDC's vaccine advisors are meeting today, and boosters are on the agenda. Boosters from Moderna, Johnson & Johnson, and the possibility of mix and match boosters have been FDA authorized. Evidence of waning vaccine immunity is what the FDA says drove its decision here. But for now, boosters are only for people 65 and older and certain at-risk groups. Through that could change soon.
I think that data is really emerging that people over 40 probably would benefit. And over time, I can imagine even younger people getting it.
If the CDC's vaccine advisors give it thumbs up, it's up to the CDC's director to make recommendations, and shot could be in the arms in a matter of days.
Prices at the pump yet again expensive due to a recent spike in oil prices. Yesterday, for the first time since 2014, oil topped $84 a barrel. It's sparking a rise in the national average for regular unleaded to $3.35 a gallon. According to AAA, today the average price for regular gas in Miami stands at $3.29 a gallon.
In some exciting news, basketball is finally coming back to the Magic City.
That's still ahead, and so is this story.
This is about the threats of violence that people in the trans community face every single day.
The Netflix CEO facing backlash from his employees after his comments about a new comedy special. Newsbreak will be back in 2 minutes.
Hey, Dad. I need your help asking Jessica to prom.
Of course. Love is like the ocean. You have to tread the
Oh,
waters.
Dad. That's not the kind of help I needed. Hey, Jessica. Will you go to prom with me?
Yes.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care can't wait to share their first with you.
Whether it's advice on managing your anxiety or tools to help you stay grounded, Coping-19 provides a range of resources and self-care tips to help you cope with this pandemic. We can help. Find the resources that work best for you at coping-19.org.
Being prepared is a part of who you are, but it's especially important in the case of a disaster. Be informed about possible emergencies in your area. Make a plan that covers where you'll go in an emergency. Build a kit with the things you need to survive. There's no one more capable of planning for your situation than you. Start your plan today. Go to ready.gov/myplan.
Yo, Scott.
Hey.
I'm heading out, man. You want to ride?
No, I got my car, but I actually really need to go to the bathroom.
Oh, you know what? I was just in there. The line is like 10 people long.
You know, I think I'll just...
Dude, are you okay?
You wouldn't believe what I was just thinking. I am definitely buzzed.
Yeah.
I think I will take this and I will take that ride home.
Smart man.
Did you see how that dog was looking at me?
Netflix workers walk out to protest a new comedy special that they say offends the transgender community. Controversy over David Chappelle's recent streaming special has had Netflix employees walking out.
Yesterday, hundreds of employees staged a walkout in Los Angeles. They were upset with how Netflix handled the controversy around Chappelle's recent comedy special, The Closer. The comments guided towards the LGBTQ+ community.
This is not only about people's feelings getting hurt or political correctness. This is about the threats of violence that people in the trans community face every single day.
According to Variety, Netflix co-CEO Ted Sarandos typed internal email stating Chappelle's comments were provocative, but added that nothing in the show would, quote, translate into real-world harm.
Tonight is a big night. It's the season debut for the Miami Heat. The city of Miami says it all in a tweet earlier this morning. It says, good luck to the Miami Heat on opening night. Miami will be hosting and defending the NBA champion Milwaukee Bucks. The game will be at the FTX Arena, and tip-off is set for 8 o'clock. That's all the time we have for Newsbreak. I'm Zitlali Solache.
And I'm Danelle Dukin. Get more news anytime at sfmn.fiu.edu.